My wife is not going to want to hug me tonight. Check me out, I'm like the agricultural Mrs Hinch. What is up, people? The wind is blowing and it's dry overhead, which is good because it's been a bit wet this weekend. It is now dry, it gives wet the rest of the week, and I need to go and get that drain filled in. So I've got myself a shovel, supposed to have the dog. Barley, come on. We're going to go down the field, we're going to take some gravel in the bucket, and we're going to start and try and fill that trench in. Hopefully it'll be dry enough on that stubble to do it. Go on, up. And I'll show you what we're doing, what we've done down there. Dad's put the pipe in the trench, and we've done a bit of extra digging and whatever else. But yeah, we'll head down, we'll grab some gravel, and then I'll show you what's up. Right, here we are then. So what we've done, as you might have seen last week, is we dug this trench down here because we followed that old drain that we took out, and we've put this whole new pipe in 100-meter length and connected it into the end there, because that pipe at that end seemed pretty clear. So we thought, yeah, it's probably this bit, and this bit runs kind of at the side of the wet bits. We thought, right, that'll solve that problem. And then what we did is we kind of teed into it here and stuck a separate drain off up there so that it goes through the wet bit, and we actually have got a sort of a direct channel into that wet bit. So we've joined it in, as you can't tell very well, we've joined it in, and then Dad's put some like old bits of pipe over the top of it. I'm gonna put a bit of gravel over that with the shovel to start off with so it doesn't move anything. And then this runs down and goes into the ditch, so hopefully we should be able to tell when this one's working well, because we can actually know where the end is. Whereas a lot of these other ones are all connected into an outfall down there, and they all join in together. So if we'd have put it into that one, we wouldn't have known whether this one was working too well, but we should know now. We've got a load of these old pipes along the side here to collect. Some of them are cracked as they've dried out, which is kind of annoying because we'd like to keep them as we dig them out if we can, because we might need them to repair other drains. So we've got to sort them out. I've got subsoil over here, I've got topsoil over there. I'm going to put a bit of gravel in on top of this pipe to help with the drainage. Then we'll try and fill it all back in. Hopefully we'll get it done in not too long a time. It's going to be a bit of a job with the bucket, but it's all I've got because the digger's gone back. We haven't really got anything else to fill it in. I did kind of think about maybe I could have used the Emily bucket, but then I thought it's probably not a good idea. That's probably going to kill the bucket because that's going to be way too heavy. So we'll get on with that, and then we'll see what time we've got. Hopefully we won't take too long. Oh, you're joking. Jesus Christ, it's bloody raining now. Oh, not what I wanted. You can see here though how it's connected into this one. Obviously we've connected at that end to the clay pipe and just put them bits of broken pipe around. We've done that with everything really. Anything's just going to protect that joint. Just got this bit of gravel here. I've had to start putting little piles in because I've realised how bad I am at gauging how much gravel's coming out of this bucket, and I ended up with a big pile over there, which has took some shoveling out. Seems to be the way forward, I think. I think this rain might blow over soon. It looks a bit clearer over there. Wasn't forecast. Typical. I'm sweating.
Where at? On my butt crack and my balls and everywhere.
My abs hurt. My God, I need to get in the gym, son. We're getting somewhere now though. We're like, I've done all that. I've done that arm. I've just got these few piles here to do. Probably another bucket down there. And we're getting there. I wish I was better at tipping it in the bucket, but I'm just bloody useless. So shovel it is. Right, that's that girl filled in, look at that. Woo! I think I made a half decent job of that as well. I ache though, my God. And I tell you what, I'm gonna stink because I'm sweated. My wife is not gonna wanna hug me tonight. And when I jump out of bed in the morning, considering how much my abs hurt, if I look in the mirror and I don't look like Muhammad Ali, I'm gonna want to know why. Gave that gravel heap a good bit of stick as well though, but I've not gone mad. Like, I've put just a nice covering over the pipe, but I've not gone too deep. We ain't made of money, but that should make a good job of like getting the water back to this pipe now. It's raining a bit, so I'm not gonna fill it in until it's dry, because I just feel like we're gonna make a mess. I need to move them pipes as well. It might be tomorrow's job now to get that filled in. But yeah, quite pleased with myself. Boom, and we are back. It is a way better weather day. Look at this. Oh, glorious. You wouldn't have thought it was chucking it down for the last 2 days. We're gonna fill that in, but I've just rounded up these pipes. And look at this, this is weird. We've got pipes in different sizes. So we got this pipe, which is small, and then most of them are this pipe. How does that work? Surely they're all supposed to be the same size. So this small one nearly fits up the inside of that one. Weird. No wonder this drain didn't bloody run. What we're gonna do, we're gonna shove that all in with the bucket. As I said before, subsoil this side, we'll put that in first, then topsoil, we'll put that in, and hopefully it'll be thereabouts smooth. This field is probably gonna go in forage rye and some vetch as well, so soon want to go in, so I've got to sort out getting some Roundup so we can spray this off. It'll be interesting too, once we've filled it in, we're starting to get some more rain. I don't know what the weather forecast is actually. We should really look. It's bad when a farmer doesn't know what the weather forecast is. But when it does rain, I should go down there and have a look at that drain and see if it's running. Hopefully it will be. That's kind of the point of this, isn't it? Barley's in prime seat, ready to go. Are you ready for this? You can do it if you want. They say me, I'll go and do something else. Never impressed that dog. Too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I don't know whether I've done a good job or not. I mean, you guys can be the judge of that. But I've never done this before, and I don't think it looks too bad. They did a fair job of getting it relatively level. That was a massive stone. We're having that in the ditch. I'm not having that up the drill. We'll probably work this now as well, just to try and get some stuff running back to that drain, get it a bit more level. But I'm not going to work it until we're ready to drill it, because oh yeah, that's the last thing we need, is a big like pile of slop in the middle of the field. And it won't a bit of time to settle as well. That's another thing. I'll tell you the other thing about it is it's been a big job, but it's not been as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot worse and a hell of a lot longer, but it's actually, you know, we've got on with it pretty quick, so it wasn't as daunting as I was expecting it to be, which is probably a good job, because we've got a big drainage thing going on in the field at the back of the yard, which is going to go into spring barley. There was a bit of water bubbling up in the winter and it was running down a tram line, so we've dug into it with a digger last week when we had it, and we found the drain, and the drain is just solid with soil, so that's going to be a big job. We're going to have to track that back and put a full new one in there, but it doesn't seem deep enough either. It's only like about 18 inches down, so yeah, that's going to be a headache. Considering that didn't take anywhere near the time I thought it was going to take, I've decided to tackle another job. So just here we've got an old pheasant pen, and it goes around this pit. When I was a kid, there was another pit out there. It got filled in years ago. I can remember it, like just about. I can remember when I was tiny and I was on the combine with Grandad. We had this old 1065, and I used to have this milking stool. I used to put it between all the levers just on the left hand side and sit on there for hours. I can remember going round it. It was this like just pit full of rubbish in the corner. It was full of stones and God knows what else. They filled it in with some soil off an allotment, and the soil is that good. Honestly, if you had variable rate stuff on here, you'd never put any inputs on that, because it is flat as a pancake all the time. It's unbelievable. It's this black, lovely soil. I could do with 1,000 acres of that soil. But we got this old pen here around this pit, this side, and it's been in for like 20 years. It's old, it's knackered. We used to have a chute on here, we don't have it anymore, so this really needs to come out. Most of these posts I'm imagining are going to be rotten or thereabouts. Okay, maybe not. There's an old fork on the forklift. I bought that. I'm hoping to sort of pull it up. We've got a gate either end, so I think I can do this half, and then the other side is on some grass, and when the cows have been across the grass, I can try and do the other side. But I want to get this side done before we get drilling, and I've got a chance to do it this afternoon because, yeah, I was a bit faster than I thought I was going to be. I was a bit faster than I thought I was going to be this morning. I can't talk at the minute. Brain ain't working. Check me out, I'm like the agricultural Mrs Hinch. Got everywhere nice and tidy. I can't believe it, it looks like a different place. I don't know, that looks so much smaller, that pit, when there's not a fence around it. We need to like come in at some point before we drill it and have like those branches off there and this willow that's kind of growing out here. Tied it all up so we can get under it with a tractor and drill and God knows what else. It's amazing how quickly you chuck them things down, they just grow back. Now it's gonna rain again. I've literally just took my leggings off because I was very overdressed for the occasion. I was so hot, I felt like I was in a greenhouse. And now I've got my shorts back on and I am cold. This weather is just ridiculous. Anyway, that's me for this week. Whatever you get up to this weekend, have a great one. Look after yourselves. Oh, might have an extra video for you next week. Oh, teasing. See you in a bit. Bye.